We're planning out a chance for severe thunderstorms today. We're going to time that out coming up.
We're at the Boys and Girls Club downtown this morning talking about how you can paint the town for our community kids.
Plus, new developments in the Tony Robinson story. Years after the DA cleared the officer who shot and killed him, what it would take to reopen the case.
Good Friday morning. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on this May 13th. I'm Josh Breiter.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. Chris Reese standing by with that first warn forecast. Lay it on us, Chris.
Alert day. That's what we're dealing with again, which almost every day this week has been one because heat and humidity. We have more of that today, but we also have high winds, hail, and heavy rain to discuss as we start to move into the afternoon. We're going to see a cold front come through, and this is the cold front that's going to signal the end of the first heat wave of the summer season coming our way. That cold front already starting to get itself going throughout parts of Minnesota. That has not made it across the river into Wisconsin just yet, but it will in due time. At the same time, it's the state of Minnesota that has really been a powerhouse for thunderstorms as we have gone through the week. They've had big clusters of thunderstorms almost every day, one of those moving through last night, and this is what's ultimately going to swing a cold front through for us a little bit later on. Doppler track dry for now, but we do have that level 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe weather. You see that stretching from essentially Lake Mills and Janesville over towards Richland Center and Platteville there. We're going to watch this closely. My expectation is that we're going to see some showers of thunderstorms starting to form right across the driftless region. They're going to spike and strengthen intensity right over about I-39-90 and then begin to weaken as they move eastward. This is actually why your severe weather outlook looks the way it does. So we're going to continue to track that as we go throughout the day. But headed out the door now, it's 72. Dew points are actually a little bit low compared to where they have been, so it's going to feel a little bit better as you head out the door, but we will see those dew points increase again moving into the afternoon. In fact, dew points are already on the rise. They were in the 40s. Now they're back at 50. Winds are out of the south at 8, and we'll continue to see that humidity increase today as well. 92 is where I expect our temperature to top out this afternoon. You begin to see a quick fall in those temperatures, though, between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Now we're starting to see the idea of timing of when these thunderstorms are going to come through. I'm highlighting the period from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock this evening as being the best time to see your showers and storms. This is 4 o'clock now. Check out the temperature, 92, but you see the clouds starting to increase to the west at that point. I'm going to push this forward. It's now 6:30, and we have that line of showers of thunderstorms moving through. 88 in Janesville at this point. 75 in Viroqua, 79 in Mineral Point. So you already see where these storms are starting to cool things off. By the time we get you towards 9 o'clock, temperatures continue to fall, but now these storms are going to start to weaken as they start to move farther to the east. But do be prepared again for that chance for severe weather later. We're talking high winds and hail. Your tornado threat is low, but high winds and hail are on the table. That's the reason for the alert day. Cooler by Saturday, even cooler on Sunday, 60s for much of next week, but Wednesday through Saturday, we'll start talking more chances for rain.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you. We are looking ahead this morning to a Boys and Girls Club event giving back to the community.
Leah Linscheid is hosting the annual Hearts for Helping event next weekend, and she is live this morning with a preview. Leah, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. I hope your Friday morning is starting off well. We're right off of the square this morning at the Boys and Girls Club downtown. We're talking about some of the amazing initiatives that you know the club promotes to help kids be their best selves as they're growing up through elementary, middle, high school, and also what they're doing after high school, be that college or getting into the skilled trades. So we're going to talk a little bit more about those amazing initiatives, but first I want to spotlight an event that's going to help those programs that you can take part in. It's called the Hearts for Helping event, and it's happening next Friday. Let's bring the details up here. Next Friday, May 20th at the Madison Concourse Hotel. I'll be there emceeing. I would love to see you there. It's a night of casino games, live interactive paint games, and some live music too. It's going to be a real party. Buy tickets to the dinner. You can get individual tickets or a table. You can simply donate to the cause too. That's at the website on your screen right now. It's bgcdc.org. Now, if you can't make it, we want to talk about a pretty neat thing happening today in just a couple hours here. The silent auction is going live this morning. at 9 a.m. Everybody can participate in that, regardless of whether you're attending the event. You're taking a look at some of the items up for auction right now. A day at Sundara Inn and Spa up in the Dells. A year of fresh roses. That'd be great for your wife or your girlfriend. Some signed Packers gear, all kinds of stuff. Now, that silent auction, again, it goes live at 9 a.m. We have a live link already up on our website, so you can peruse some of the options there, all benefiting local community kids in these programs that really make a difference. So head on over to channel3000.com, see if you're interested in any of those items, maybe buy a ticket and come see me next Friday.
Hey, that sounds like a plan. Anything on that silent auction that piques your interest there, Leah?
Oh yeah, there were a couple of Badger gear things that I was particularly interested in, and you better believe this morning, I mentioned it earlier, I texted my husband to see if he had any interest in getting me an early birthday present for that Sundara Inn and Spa. I've never been, so that would be a dream. All
right. Hey, Leah Lynn-Scheid, thanks for sharing such an awesome cause with us this morning.
6:05 right now. It has been 7 years since District Attorney Ishmael Ozan determined a Madison teen's death to be the result of lawful use of deadly police force.
Now, the young man's grandmother is petitioning the court to reconsider. Sharon Irwin Henry is asking a Dane County judge to determine probable cause for reckless homicide. The decision, usually left to the district attorney, but a Wisconsin statute allows a judge to make this call if the DA refuses. To make this decision, Judge Juan Colas held an evidentiary hearing, but because these types of hearings are so rare and uncommon, there isn't a clear rule book.
One of the questions I'm open to hearing about is whether the rules of evidence apply at all at a hearing like this.
So far, the judge has indicated there would be live testimony, but hasn't determined if hearsay would be permissible. If the judge goes on to determine there is probable cause, he would then need to decide whether to allow a complaint to be filed and whether to appoint a special prosecutor. The judge plans to meet with lawyers next week to work out the rules for the hearing and to set a date.
The man who admitted to randomly killing a Navy veteran while he was out for a jog has been sentenced to life in prison, but 23-year-old Riley Berg will be eligible for parole in 2053, meaning 30 more years in prison, at least for Berg. Berg pleaded guilty earlier this year to first-degree intentional homicide in the 2020 death of Nicholas Day. Authorities calling that an extremely brutal homicide. Berg was arrested about a month after the killing during an extensive investigation. Investigators say the two did not know each other.
Here in Madison, deputies say they've arrested 3 people connected to a shots fired call. Back on March 26, police responded to a call in the town of Madison, where they found more than 70 shell casings at the scene on Perry Street. This morning, 32-year-old Christopher Tibbs, 27-year-old Malcolm Whiteside, and 34-year-old David Taylor all face charges of reckless endangering safety. Tibbs is also charged in a shooting at Club Bristol in November of 2021. New this morning, a 12-year-old girl in Kenosha has been charged with disorderly conduct for a fight at school that happened back in March.
Her attorney says she was offered a diversion with a penalty similar to probation, but that was, quote, untenable because she is not guilty. The March 4th fight took place at Lincoln Middle School in Kenosha. Video showing the officer who was working security putting his knee on her neck for more than 20 seconds. The officer resigned from the school district job but remains on the Kenosha police force. The girl's attorney says the charge against her seems to be an effort to silence her. The attorney says he's filing a civil suit against the officer, the interim police chief, and the school district. A first warn traffic note this morning, the Todd Drive on-ramp to the eastbound Beltline will be closing for the next month. The DOT says it will be closed for 30 days starting tomorrow, but that is weather dependent. A part of that ramp is being rebuilt as part of the ongoing Flex Lane project.
Madison Central Business Improvement District celebrating the return of the Madison Night Market last night. Vendors can showcase handmade products, local art, artisan gifts, and prepackaged foods.
It's fun to socialize with people and talk to my customers. It's nice to see the same people returning every month and checking back and seeing how they enjoyed their previous purchase.
Located on State and Gilman, the market's held every second Thursday of the month. It's free to attend. More than 7,000 people attend each one, and they all vary from month to month with different vendors and entertainment.
Breaking news this morning, Elon Musk is putting his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter on hold. Musk tweeting this morning that Twitter deal is temporarily on hold pending details about how many spam accounts are actually on the social media platform. The calculation will see if it's less than 5% of users. This news has already sent Twitter's shares down 20% this morning. 6:09 coming up, we're going to meet our coach of the week and see once again why a little hard work always pays off.
After that, the shortage affecting Little League baseball and softball.
Big Memorial Day savings start now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 40% off doorbusters and special buys. Plus, get special no-interest financing for 12 months. And it's starting right now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. We'll get to making it right away. You'll get an extra $500 order bonus. Plus, incentive protection guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 440 miles per tank and an Escape? A 12-inch touchscreen and an Edge? You got it in a Ford built your way. Order your new Edge or Escape SUV to lock in this special Flex Buy offer and get $500 retail order bonus cash.
We were alone when my husband had the heart attack. He's the most important thing in my life. I'm so lucky to get him back.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer Aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Refresh your space now and save up to $1,000 Plus, get special financing up to 36 months. We think you'll love our durable, easy care floors that look beautiful too. Sale ends Monday at H&R Carpets and Flooring in WISC-TV.
I just scratch my head over these career politicians. They get in there and they just never want to leave. I'm going to give this my all for 4 years, work very hard. I'm going to do it for the greater good of all the people of Wisconsin, not the special interests. I think the lobbyists are not going to like me at all. They're going to be very frustrated. I'm not beholden to them. Didn't take any money from them, won't take any money from them. I'm going to do what's right for all the people of Wisconsin.
Tim Michaels for governor.
$1 million worth of the best hot tubs in Madison are at Leisure Concepts. And right now, get immediate free delivery, free ozone system, cover lift, matching entry steps, supplies, and training. Our showroom is packed with brand new hot tubs for immediate delivery. We're including everything you need and all at a great low spring price. Leisure Concepts is open 7 days a week. Stop into our packed showroom in Madison on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho-Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway Jew, the Mascot Theory, and Beth Killian. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month and special financing for 60 months, starting right now.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
When it comes to girls soccer, Oregon is a powerhouse. The Panthers have been to state 6 years in a row.
Is there pressure to live up to that tradition? Of course, but as Bobby Nichols likes to preach, nothing bad is going to happen if you work hard. Here's our sports director, Zach Hanley.
Make sure we warm up well. Ever since Bobby Nichols took over the Oregon girls soccer program,
Mr. Carr basically said, I'm handing you the keys to a Porsche. Make sure you don't blow it.
They've been in cruise control.
So you go into the season feeling good, and it usually ends up pretty good.
Hey, focus, ready to go!
Like ending their season at state good.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure that comes along with it, especially because everyone just wants to come out and beat us.
So far this year,
find the corner.
They're undefeated and ranked #1 in Division II.
They know the expectation. They know that the program has been to state the last 6 years in a row. They know they don't want to be part of the team that doesn't get to state. That just, that fuels the fire a little bit.
What also does...
And time! Nothing bad happens if you work hard.
Is working hard.
Making sure we're getting in that good warm-up so that teams do look at us and they're like,
scared from the beginning, which we want.
People see our warm-up and they go, oh my God. Or they see a practice and they're like, oh my God. And that's why I appreciate it.
And that's a skill Nichols hopes he passes on to his Panthers.
Always working as hard as you can. I mean, with everything we do, if we put in the effort, he tells us the outcome is going to be good.
Find that split, find that split.
Sports Director Zach Hanley reporting there. Meantime, youth sports is facing an umpire shortage. Wausau Youth Baseball and Softball says the shortage has gotten worse the past 4 years. Sometimes they resort to pulling parents and kids out of the stands to umpire. The organization is now considering canceling games. One reason for the shortage, growing hesitation from umps to deal with unruly fans.
We haven't had any issues in our league, which is a good thing. We have a few, you're going to have your crazy ones, but we haven't had to throw anybody out or eject anybody from any game for that.
League leaders say the longer winter has jammed everyone's schedule, and that's making it tougher, too. The ump shortage is impacting leagues across the country.
6:15 right now. Chris Reese keeping an eye on Doppler track this morning. Chris, good morning.
We are awaiting a chance to see some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Some of those could be stronger. Right now, the cold front that will ultimately bring those through in due time. That is some of the shower activity that you see approaching the I-35 corridor right now. This will move eastward, but it takes a while before it gets here. So you've got several dry hours to enjoy today, but they will be hot. 70s already headed out the door. 70 for Janesville. Platteville's at 74, 72 in Lone Rock. Madison also joining us, or joining the picture at 72 rather. Dew points are on the increase. We did see them drop, so it's a lot more comfortable this morning as opposed to the past couple of mornings, because dew points are some 20, 22 degrees lower than where they have been. But with winds out of the south, we're going to see the dew points spike again as we start to move into the afternoon. So keep that in mind. By 12 o'clock, temperatures are going to be back into the low and maybe even some middle 80s for us before we ultimately top out into the low 90s. 92 is where I'm expecting the forecast high to be as you start to move into the afternoon. All right, when do the storms come, Chris? That's likely just after about 4 o'clock. The window of when I'm tracking storms is 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, but I expect them to be just west of Madison by 4. That's when temperatures will be at their warmest. 7 o'clock, we'll see some showers and thunderstorms through here. By 9 o'clock, they'll start to end. But that's going to be the stage setter to cool things down. 80 on Saturday, 70s on Sunday and Monday. A good stretch of 60s next week, too, before we actually begin to reintroduce rain chances, and that comes our direction by Wednesday. So we start breaking down the month of May. As we move towards May 18th through 22nd, we actually have equal chances of being above normal or below normal in Madison when it comes to that temperature. By the time we really start to get towards that last week of May, odds favor just a smidge. The temperatures will skew being warmer than normal, while colder than normal temperatures hang out across the northwestern part of the country. Let's talk traffic this morning. This is the Beltline at Todd Drive. Traffic is moving along smoothly. Some folks are really able to get going out there. That's because we do not have any issues showing up to cause delays. There is an accident showing up on Gammon Road at Mineral Point. There's another accident showing up at 51 and 30, but none of those incidents are creating delays this morning.
All right, thank you, Chris. It is almost something right out of a movie. A Texas prison inmate escaping after he attacked a corrections officer on a transport bus, then wrecked it a couple of miles west of Centerville. The 46-year-old inmate, Gonzalo Lopez, was able to escape from his shackles and stabbed the officer in the hand as he was driving the bus, causing the crash. Lopez still on the run this morning. He's considered armed and dangerous.
The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol is taking the extraordinary step of sending subpoenas to 5 Republican lawmakers who have rejected the panel's request to voluntarily cooperate. Among them, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. In addition to that, the panel issuing subpoenas to Republican Representatives Jim Jordan, Mo Brooks, Andy Biggs, and Scott Perry. The committee scheduling the depositions for the members of Congress for the end of May.
The Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C. is no more. Crews took down the former president's name from the structure on Pennsylvania Avenue. The Trump Organization sold it. It was a federal lease on the hotel to a Miami-based investment group. for $375 million. The 263-room hotel opened in 2016 in what used to be the old post office.
Well, it has been a rough week for cryptocurrency investors. Yesterday, the price of Bitcoin dropped below $26,000, which hasn't happened since December of 2020. A year ago, Bitcoin was trading for just under $50,000 a piece.
Check this out. A photo may not look like much, but it's actually a very big deal. This is the first image of the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. The dark area in the center is the black hole. It doesn't give off any light, but the light you do see circling the black hole is glowing gas. Scientists believe it's 4 million times more massive than our sun.
This morning, Mercedes-Benz recalling nearly 300,000 SUVs to fix a problem that could lead to a brake failure. This recall affects ML, GL, and R-Class vehicles from the 2006 through 2012 model years. Owners are urged to immediately stop driving the SUVs until their braking systems can be inspected. 6:20 right now. Straight ahead for us, why you may be one step closer to sharing the road with self-driving trucks.
And in our next half hour, a wild police chase involving a sex offender on the run. Stay with us.
Sponsored by RG Heating and Air Conditioning, installing train equipment and servicing all brands.
The best mattress deals in Wisconsin start now at Ashley. This Memorial Day, save $1,000 on Sealy and Serta. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get $300 in free furniture. Doorbusters up to 60% off. And special financing for 60 months. Starting right now.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. This is how we do it.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone.
To all my neighbors, you got much flavor.
Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The youth of Dane County deserve a better future, and we want to give it to them. Join News 3 Now's Leah Linscheid and the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, Friday, May 20th, for the Hearts for Helping Paint the Town event. This colorful fundraiser is a fun-filled night with games, dinner, a live auction, and more. We would love to have you attend, participate, or support to help us paint the town with our Hearts for Helping 2022 event.
Some numbers are inspiring, some playful, some worth celebrating. After an accident, there's one critical number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters are up to 64% off, plus up to an additional 10% off at checkout. Furnish entire rooms for only $14 per month and special financing for 60 months, starting right now.
We're back at 6:23 on a Friday morning. Our very own morning producer, Shelby, sharing her morning with us. All that fog this week.
Yeah, it was 2 days ago, 2 mornings ago. I think behind that fog is the Capitol. Am I right here? Like, because the fog was covering up the Capitol.
This looks like, yeah, Monona Bay, maybe? It's hard to see. It's hard to tell.
I'm seeing the clouds behind that. I was looking at the cumulus clouds in the background there. But yeah,
a lot of moisture in the air this week.
Certainly, I am ready for this humidity to get on out of here.
Same.
It's so funny because, you know, we go so long like, oh, I just want summer, and then we get that first, and it's like,
I just want to say that I never said I wanted summer.
I've been saying it for a while.
I will admit the first day I was like, oh, okay, it's a little warm, it's nice, this is great. But the moment the humidity crept in, I was like, I moved out of the South for a reason. Like, I don't like this. But
it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Exactly.
You cannot control the weather, but you can always control your attitude towards it.
There you go.
That relief, though, just about a day away now.
Just about a day away.
Can't wait.
Looking forward to that. Well, you may be one step closer to sharing the roads with trucks that have no drivers.
That's right. Self-driving trucks are already hauling goods in many states, but they still require humans behind the wheel. And one of the reasons is if something happens, they need a driver to take over. And if there's a blowout or an engine failure, autonomous truck company Kodiak Robotics has unveiled a new system, though, that it says can safely pull a truck over without the help of a human driver. It's called a fallback, and Kodiak says it's the first company to show publicly this maneuver completed by a computer only. Experts say we're still probably years away, though, from seeing trucks on the road without humans. This is very interesting. Not sure. I'm just not sure about this yet.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier, and I said I don't like this idea. I love the idea of the autonomous truck, but I would prefer a driver.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of this without a driver who can take over.
Yeah, it's, I think we're going to get there eventually. I'd like a little bit more room on the road. You know, maybe add another lane for this.
There you go.
There's a possibility.
That's an idea. We like solutions. All right,
we just added a big construction project.
Bus stop forecast.
Here's the bus stop forecast. We're going to warm things up to the 90s again today. Sunshine before severe storms this evening.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Oh, love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads.
It's Chevy Sport Utility Spring. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing or get a $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Your mission, stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take it on with Rinvoq. Rinvoq, a once-daily pill, can dramatically improve symptoms. Rinvoq helps tame pain, stiffness, swelling, and for some, Rinvoq can even significantly reduce RA fatigue. That's Rinvoq relief. With RA, your overactive immune system attacks your joints. Rinvoq regulates it to help stop the attack.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Talk to your rheumatologist about Rinvoq relief. Rinvoq, make it your mission. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Rinvoq.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Right now, enjoy a $5.50 burrito meal deal, only at McDonald's.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
Here's me, Bob, looking comfy on my Bobapedic Signature Gel Queen mattress. And here's me on a similar mattress I bought from one of the big national brands. Mine is 13.5 inches thick. Theirs is 10. Mine has a 20-year warranty. Theirs is 10. Mine comes in firm, plush, and half and half. And get this, mine is only $11.99, and theirs is $21.99. Here's me again on my Signature Gel Queen mattress, knowing I made a smart purchase. And here's me on my competitor's mattress, worrying that I overpaid.
Get Bob's discount!
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha. The Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. Record high homicides in Milwaukee. From defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe. And he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
94, not the interstate, but the temperature we reached yesterday, setting a new record. We're poised to do it again today.
And an update on a multi-county chase that ended near the Wisconsin Dells. What we now know about the suspect.
And deadly house fire. 3 people are dead. What we know about the 2 children who didn't make it out. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Breider. Lee Linscheid is on assignment and will join us live here in just a few minutes. We start, though, with meteorologist Chris Reese. Yet another alert day in the forecast today.
Seriously, and the heat is a component of that again, because even if we weren't expecting severe thunderstorms this afternoon, we'd have the alert day because of how hot it is. And so we set a new record yesterday as those temperatures topped out into the 90s once again. In fact, we did make it up to 94 yesterday afternoon. Basketball, 97. One of the hottest spots in the viewing area yesterday. Lone Rock at 95, Wautoma making it to 95, 93 also a popular number. Dubuque, Platteville, Mineral Point, and Janesville all topped out at 93 yesterday. So it has been hot, and yesterday was the hottest day of the week. I expect today to be just a smidge cooler than where we were yesterday, but still, it's going to be quite warm. Yesterday's temperature did break the record set in 1991. That was 88, so we broke that by 6 degrees. We also set records Wednesday. We also set a record on Tuesday. We've also been setting records every morning for your record warm low. So our low temperatures have never been this warm on some of these dates, and we did that again this morning. It's 72. That's the coolest we've been since hitting 94 yesterday, and that again sets a record that dates back to the 1800s. So some warm weather has been in play. Our humidity actually has come down this morning, but it's getting ready to go back up. Instead of seeing some of those dew points in the 70s, our dew point now back down to around 50, but it's going to go back up into the 60s as it goes throughout the afternoon. The reason for it, all your dew points are pooling in the dristless region out ahead of the cold front that's set to move through a little bit later. So look for our feels like temperatures increasing once again into the mid-90s, and then eventually as storms come through, we'll start to cool things off. Doppler track is quiet for now. You see the cold front back towards the west. Eventually, that's going to spark off more storms, and that's what I'm expecting, a line of strong storms between 4 and 9 o'clock with strong winds and hail. You see our slight risk, level 2 out of 5 for severe weather to come through. Some good news, I'm not concerned about tornadoes. Your tornado risk is extremely low, to the point that there's not even a shading on the map to show you. But the quarter-sized tail, that's the level 2 out of 5, and it's the 60 to 70 mile per hour winds that we could see. That makes things level 2 out of 5 as well. So let's time it out. It's now 4 o'clock. We're at 92 at this point. You see the storm starting to form back towards the west. 6:30 now. A line of storms moving through right on top of us. Radar probably won't look exactly like this, but still a line of storms right on top of us by 6:30, and now it's 9. The line of storms is now pushed to the east, but it's starting to weaken at that point. That is why I say 4 to 9 o'clock, and whenever you see a line, hail and strong winds are mainly what you're concerned about. You need isolated storms in nature to really be concerned about tornadoes. It'll cool us off, though. It's a good cold front. 80 on Saturday, 72 on Sunday. 60s are going to be in store as we move towards next week, but we do reintroduce those chances for the rain Wednesday through next Saturday.
More sun than clouds this weekend?
More sun than clouds, absolutely.
Love to hear that. With the cool down, you betcha. All right, thanks, Chris. Stay on top of the weather this weekend and all the time by downloading the Channel 3000 weather app. Just search for it wherever you get your apps. Now to an update on that multi-county chase that ended in Lake Delton last week.
Authorities now say he was wanted in North Dakota for failing to register as a sex offender and for evading arrest in Texas. Dustin Hendricks of Williston, North Dakota, fled officers there on May 4th and then continued to Wisconsin. State troopers tried to pull him over last Thursday on I-90 near DeForest. He then continued south before heading north past Dane and Columbia counties. This video is of his car in the Wisconsin Dells, where after his car was spiked, Hendricks left the highway and ditched his car at the Kalahari before running into the woods. There was a woman, a child, and an infant in the car at the time. During his initial court appearance this week, he was charged with felony counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety and eluding an officer.
The heat already taken a toll on some area roads. Two in the area buckled yesterday, one in McFarland on Highway 51. The other yesterday morning on Highway 12 near Lake Delton. We asked the DOT why Highway 12 has been such a problem area for buckling over the past couple of years.
If you have a cold, wet spring and a sudden heat wave, it's that first heat wave that really gets us. So, a lot of times, the last couple of years, that first heat wave hasn't happened until around Memorial Day or early June. So that's usually when we've seen it. So this year, obviously, we went from almost winter straight into summer here and skipped spring. So here we are.
Pay also says that Highway 12 is built with a local type of quartzite, which has expansive properties that shrinks in cold and expands in heat.
The trial of a man accused of killing his girlfriend's mother and father is set to start on Monday, but the judge has ruled that no video or audio recording will be allowed. Dane County Judge Ellen Burrs says the media will only be able to take restricted photos during the trial of Kari Sanford. Earlier this year, the same judge banned live streaming a hearing related to the trial and had limited news stations to 10 seconds of video from the proceedings. Multiple organizations made a motion asking for a hearing, which was denied during the newest ban.
Authorities in the northwest Wisconsin community of Barron are investigating a house fire that left a father and two children dead. Firefighters were called just after 3:30 in the morning yesterday, where they learned there were 3 people still inside. The dad's girlfriend, who owned the home, was able to escape unharmed and then called 911. Firefighters then were able to pull a 6-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl out of the house. Both died at a local hospital.
This was a tough one. This was probably the first time in my career, the first time in the fire chief's career, that we've seen firemen carrying children out of a house.
The Department of Criminal Investigation is now assisting in determining a cause. First responders say they haven't ruled anything out.
This morning, the Dane County Sheriff's Office says someone found 2 dogs dead inside garbage bags near the Ice Age Trail in Verona. They're investigating to determine if any crime was committed. A passerby found the bodies in the area of Raymond Road at Oakview Drive. The dogs appear to have been adult pit bulls, 1 male and 1 female. Neither dog was tagged or chipped for identification. Right now, the Sheriff's Office is encouraging anyone with information to call their tip line.
While the country continues to bounce back from the pandemic, Americans are now confronting a number that once seemed inconceivable. The White House, with flags at half-staff, says 1 million people have now died from COVID-19 in the U.S. President Biden called it a tragic milestone and called for further action to stop the pandemic. Ahead of an expected COVID surge this fall or winter, he's urging Congress to approve billions more in coronavirus funding for testing, vaccines, and treatments.
If we have the tools that we have developed over the last 2 years, I think we can keep infections down. We can certainly make sure that people do not end up getting hospitalized or dying in large numbers. That's the plan, but of course, we can't do it alone. We need Congress to be a part of that.
Next Monday, in accordance with the presidential proclamation, all flags in Wisconsin are being ordered to be flown at half-staff in memory of the 1 million American lives lost.
Orange County, California is declaring a local emergency as a wildfire is forcing evacuations and ravaging numerous homes. What sparked the coastal fire remains a mystery this morning. Officials are still looking into evacuation orders still in effect for some 900 people as firefighters say they're working on getting the fire contained. Strong winds coming up from the coast, flying embers and other factors making that wildfire even more challenging to get under control.
A lot of it is things like the palm trees. They look great. People love them. They start to burn, and then they start to break apart, and the embers cause the structure to catch fire.
So far this year, nearly 1.3 million acres have been destroyed nationwide by wildfires.
Time here is 6:38 here on your Friday. Get ready for another hot one. Some cooler air is on the way, though. Coming up next, Chris Reese will time it all out.
And severe weather now turning deadly just to our west. An update on the overnight storm damage.
And we're at the Boys and Girls Club talking about an event that's going to paint the town next weekend, how you can take part and benefit area kids. Coming up.
This Friday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. For every $60 you spend, that's a 40-cent fuel saver. One day only this Friday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
We got to see the selection for ourselves.
Tile, wood, stone, laminate, and vinyl?
This hardwood is beautiful.
This vinyl is durable.
And this tile? So affordable.
But when it comes to everything our family needs, this one is perfect.
Now this store is the real deal.
At Floor & Decor, there's plenty of room to explore. Because with everyday low pricing on quality in-stock products and on-trend styles, you can really bring your living room to life. Discover Floor & Decor today.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Things in life are free.
Just wait until he hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation? Are you kidding me? Yeah! Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus no interest for 1 year. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
This Friday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. For every $60 you spend, that's a 40-cent fuel saver. One day only this Friday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
Need emergency weather alerts before conditions turn bad? Download the First Warn Weather app right now. Turn on notifications and I'll alert you when severe weather threatens. The First Warn Weather app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
We're back at 6:42, and we are looking ahead to a fundraiser this month to help make sure that Madison kids are set up for success after high school.
Leah Linscheid and I trading places this morning. She's live talking about her partnership with the Boys and Girls Club to highlight some of these efforts. Leah, good morning to you.
Good morning, gentlemen. Hope your Friday is going well. Mine certainly is. We're right off of the square this morning at the Boys and Girls Club downtown location. Just a beautiful morning out here. And we want to talk a little bit about the event itself. It's next Friday. I'll be emceeing the Hearts for Helping fundraiser. It's going to be a great time also in downtown Madison. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what I really want to highlight this morning is some of the initiatives that this event benefits, particularly programs for kids looking to figure out what they want to do after high school. Maybe it's college, but maybe it's something in the skilled trades. Joining me this morning is Alan Branch. We got him some coffee now. We're up early. Alan, let's talk a little bit about some of the programs you guys are pushing forward when it comes to post-high school careers, particularly the McKenzie Regional Workforce Center.
Yes. Yeah, Leah, in about a year from now, our community will be graced with the McKenzie Regional Workforce Center. It's going to be a training center that focuses on a curriculum to prepare our youth for exciting careers in the trades, whether it be plumbing, construction, machine work. We're excited about getting started and providing these opportunities to our youth here in Madison.
One of those opportunities happening this summer, the program, the Building Trades Career Exploration. This is really to let kids know that this is an option for them.
Yes, yes, and that's important. Awareness is going to be a big thing, and in this area, it depends where the kids live. It seems like our youth in the outer areas of Madison have a fairly good knowledge of the trades, but not so much here in the urban sector. So we're creating a great partnership with the Madison Metropolitan School District, and we're excited about bringing these opportunities to our kids and setting them up to succeed in life.
So let's talk a little bit more about the event that's happening again next Friday. We can bring up the information on screen. It's Friday, May 20th at the Madison Concourse Hotel. Events start right around 5:30 and run until 11. Lots of events going on. There are going to be casino games, live interactive paint activities, and some live music as well. I'm going to be there emceeing the event. I would really love to see you. You can buy individual tickets if you'd like. You can buy an entire table for dinner, or you can simply donate to the cause by going to bgcdc.org. That website should be up there on your screen. We also have all of these details over on channel3000.com, where, Chris and Josh, you can take a look at some silent auction items. That auction goes live, just in about 2 hours now at 9 a.m. A lot of really neat things there. There's a day at the Sundara Inn and Spa. There's some Badger and Packers gear things up there. A lot of neat things to check out, all benefiting the Boys and Girls Club. I dropped my IFB. I'm not as experienced as Josh Sprider out here live in the morning. So if you guys are trying to talk to me, sorry.
So this is the moment we get to make fun of her, right? Since you guys always do that to me.
We'll spare her this morning. Leah Linscheid, thanks a lot.
6:45 right now. Right now, rent prices in college towns are becoming unbearable for students. In the last 2 years, Knoxville, Tennessee, which is home to the University of Tennessee, has seen rent increases of 36%. University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill has students paying more than 24%. And in Madison, students have faced a 12% jump.
Any of these college towns, the universities or the market where these universities are, haven't created enough housing to really support a growing student body. You have students who have to commute very long distances in order to attend classes, or end up actually being homeless, which could be anything from crashing on couches or sleeping in their cars.
Because of a lack of housing last fall, the University of Tampa in Florida offered freshmen a break on tuition if they deferred 1 year.
Severe weather in South Dakota has killed at least one person. Video here taken just before 5 p.m. yesterday. Look at this storm cloud rolling into Chancellor, South Dakota. No travel was advised as winds up to 80 miles an hour caused extensive damage. Multiple hospitals also reporting that they're treating critical and minor injuries across the state. Power outages also span South Dakota.
Well, what comes next? To Minnesota, of course. Here's video showing train cars toppled over by the storms there. Officials west of the Twin Cities confirming that a grain bin toppled over by the wind, fell on top of a car, killing a passenger. Chris Reese has been keeping an eye on this forecast all week. My folks reporting multiple trees down in western Minnesota. Of course, where does our weather come from? The west. We're up next, Chris.
Yeah, we talked about South Dakota into Minnesota. The next state is Wisconsin, and we're going to be tracking our own chance to see severe weather as we start to move into this very afternoon that's going to be ahead. You already see a line of showers and thunderstorms. Doesn't really look like all that much. That's the cold front that's going to help fuel our showers and storms. But I want to take a moment and really highlight the state of Minnesota, because they have just been ground zero for so many clusters of showers and thunderstorms as we've gone through the week. Yet another one moving through last night, Josh, that we just showed the footage of, that you just talked about with your folks dealing with that one. And so it's been southwestern Minnesota all the way up through the Twin Cities and north and east that has really dealt with some severe weather. But for us, we're going to be watching that line of severe thunderstorms moving through a little bit later today. We do have a slight risk, level 2 out of 5 for the severe thunderstorms. But the only risk we're really concerned about, that's going to be high wind and hail. Your tornado threat is relatively low, but 60 to 70 mile per hour winds are going to be possible, and hail up to about the size of quarters are going to be possible as this line develops on top of us and then weakens as it starts to move to the east later on tonight.
All right, Chris, thank you. 6:48 right now. Coming up in the morning sprint, we'll tell you what help is available for Madison families in need of baby formula.
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to a few kiddos. Emmy, Holden, and Weston. Everybody turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Summer's here, and it's time to refresh your space, indoor or out. Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Explore our comfortable living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio, and more.
Menards is here to help with your outdoor projects. General purpose concrete mix is great for patios, walkways, and posts. All you have to do is add water, mix, and pour. Our selection of concrete mix is all 11% off. Keep your home's exterior beautifully protected with vinyl siding. Cedar Creek vinyl siding is low maintenance and comes in 16 colors, ready to install. All vinyl siding is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings whatever the season.
This is a town called Basic, where the townspeople are happy with a basic lifestyle. And that's a 2022 Nissan Altima, with more attitude, more style, and a powerful turbocharged engine to help put Basic in your rear view forever. Looks like Basic will never be the same. The 2022 Nissan Altima, anything but basic.
Get to Nissan today and test drive the 2022 Altima with up to 39 miles per gallon highway.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Get an incredible 25% off Slumberland low prices during our huge memorial sale at Slumberland. Are you sleeping in pain but dread mattress shopping? Come to Slumberland, where each bed is rated for back support and softness.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The Biden administration says the president is working with baby formula manufacturers and retailers to address the nation's formula shortage. Help is available for Madison families in need this morning. The pregnancy helpline on the east side is getting every client one free can of formula per month. Another option recommended by experts, milk banks. The only accredited bank serving hospitals and individuals across Illinois and Wisconsin has a dispensary in Madison. Mother's Milk Bank is located on Monona Drive. More options are available up on channel3000.com.
Governor Tony Evers taking part in a ceremonial ribbon cutting at Marinette Marine's newest facility yesterday. The governor says the state will be supporting the shipyard's expansion with up to $12 million in state tax credits through the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation.
To end National Nurses Week, nurses across the country, including Wisconsin, marched to increase awareness on a range of issues. Participants are calling for fair wages without salary caps, an end to violence violence and discrimination against health workers, and safe nurse-to-patient ratios. Advocates at the Capitol wanted Governor Evers to reconsider a bill he vetoed last month they say would make their jobs easier.
Pretty incredible video here from southeastern Dane County. Yesterday morning, an SUV engulfed by flames in the town of Pleasant Springs. The fire caused some damage to a nearby car and the gas station. The vehicle's fuel tank ruptured shortly after crews got to the scene, making their initial response more difficult. Just 30 minutes later, the fire was out, but not before causing $40,000 damage. Everybody's okay.
Can the Bucks do it in 6? Tonight they are playing Game 6 in their series against the Boston Celtics in front of the home crowd. The Bucks were able to win Wednesday in Boston by coming back from being 14 down with 10 minutes left. 5,000 people packed into the Deer District to watch that game. They're expecting even more there tonight. Gates for the Deer District open at 4:30 this afternoon, 2 hours before tip-off.
Milwaukee Tools says it's going to invest $206 million and create 1,000 new jobs in Wisconsin. The company's newest investment will help support the expansion of its existing research and development facilities, infrastructure needs, and equipment at its 9 locations across the state.
Fire crews say a lightning strike is the likely culprit behind an overnight fire at St. James Trinity Lutheran Church in downtown Fall Creek. That's just east of Eau Claire. The fire breaking out around 2:30 in the morning yesterday in the church's bell tower. Crews arrived on scene quickly and the damage was contained to that tower.
Finland says it's applying to join NATO, and Sweden is expected to quickly follow. If they both join, the Western Military Alliance would expand to 32 nations. One of the reasons Russian and President Vladimir Putin attacked Ukraine was to block Ukraine from joining NATO.
This summer, college is getting more expensive. Interest rates on federal student loans will rise by more than a percentage point due to action taken by the Treasury Department this week. That means college students will face the biggest percentage jump in the cost of financing their education since 2013. The higher rates only apply to loans taken out to pay for the 2022 to 23 academic year and do not apply to existing student debt.
The Senate has confirmed Jerome Powell for his second term as chair of the Federal Reserve. Powell says a recession may happen in the U.S. no matter what the Fed does. He told NPR that he had hoped higher interest rates would curb borrowing and ease inflation. However, Powell said that may not be enough to overcome the effects of the pandemic and the war in Ukraine.
Today is an alert day. We are tracking a line of severe thunderstorms that we are expecting to develop this afternoon with high winds and some quarter-sized hail. We have a slight risk, level 2 out of 5 for severe weather. Again, it is hail and the wind that we're concerned about. The reality is your tornado risk is extremely low to the point that we don't even have a shading on it. So no expectation of tornadoes as this line of thunderstorm starts to roll on through. But this is 4 o'clock. Temperatures right at 92. 6:30, we're at 85 as the storms start to push in. By 9 o'clock, they're over towards the east and they are weakening at that point, but we cool off behind it.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you. And thank you all so much for joining us. Go make it a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you back here Monday.